Okay, back for part 4 of All About Endowments. We're getting into our terminology. We just talked about being underwater in an endowment, which is a situation where the total market value of your endowed fund has fallen below your original protected corpus amount. So that's not a great situation, but it is a situation that you have to handle very maturely. You have to explain to the donors you may not be able to have an allocation for that year, and you have to let the market bring that fund back up to its original amount and some reserved earnings for a rainy day. Hopefully, if you've managed things in the past well, you won't get to that point because you will have enough of a cushion in your reserved earnings to kind of protect the original amount within that fund, if that's making sense. Other terms that you might need to know, administrative fee. Some organizations take an administrative fee on their endowment. It might be 1 or 2% or 1.5 or something like that. And that administrative fee could be to fund the operations of the organization. It can also be to pay the people who manage that endowment. So that can kind of sometimes cut into your earnings, because you might earn 7 to 8% a year, and you need to take your administrative fee, and then you do your spending allocations and your temp restricted cushion money. So another piece to remember is that most organizations have an investment policy that's created usually by a committee of the board, either your finance committee or your investment committee, and that governs how your organization is investing and what kinds of things you're going to invest in so that you can get the best return, but also be most in line with your organization's mission and values. Your target investment earnings, sometimes you'll have a donor ask, what's your target? What's your target investment earnings? Usually, obviously it's going to be higher than your administrative fee plus your allocation amount, plus some cushion. So most folks are trying, but you also have to be within the realm of reality where you could actually hit that earning target. So it's usually going to be in the 6 to 8% range. Any higher than that, you're probably not dealing in reality. It's not attainable. Any lower than that, you might not be able to do all the things you need to do with those earnings in order to perpetuate your endowment far into the future. Let's see if I have any other. Okay, a situation where you are underfunded. So this is if a fund earns some returns, but not all the way to your target. So this could be like a fund earns 3%, but your target was 7, and you want your allocation to be 4. So that is kind of a judgment call. It's kind of between having a normal year and being underwater. You are in a situation where you have to make a judgment call. Are you going to err on the side of caution and beef up your temp restricted maybe, or make a lower award? Or are you going to stop the award for that year, or just reduce the amount of I'm saying award, I also mean spending allocation, meaning whatever you're actually going to use out of those earnings. So underfunded, underwater. It took me forever to understand this. So if you want me to do a dedicated video to underwater and underfunded, let me know in the comments. It's very hard to understand. I used to go sit in my friend who was a CPA's office and be like, please explain it to me like I'm a kindergartner again. And she would. And bless her heart, she just had so much patience as I tried to wrap my head around this stuff. But it is worth learning for the long haul. All right, in my next video, I'm going to talk about divestment and ESG investing, so come back for that.